So I'm interested in when, in your mind, so I know a lot of brands traditionally could have, let's say, I'm making this up, but 5 years ago could have a flat budget monthly that they'd use for their paid search or their programmatic display. When did it become more important to start to have that incremental spend? Sort of when did Amazon become pay to play, and how do brands get out of the, I don't want to call it a rut for lack of a better term, of this has been our set budget for this long, and now it's becoming more and more important if you want to be one of those brands that's growing to incrementally spend.
So I think the day that changed is the day that Amazon started releasing robust data around advertising. Where in the past you had the same sort of non-existent retail data that you had with every other retailer, which is, hey, we gave you some pictures in a catalog or on a website or whatever they are of your product, and we sent them to sort of an undisclosed number of people, and you know you paid probably a pretty big amount of money for that. As soon as Amazon had the data, now we can actually know what every dollar does, and if it's incremental, if it's not, you know, what it's doing, what product is driving, et cetera. Obviously, that's all under our control. So that's when the whole game of saying, this is our fixed budget because our volume is this much and we work backwards and give you this much budget. That's when that whole game really changed, where now you're looking at driving advertising in a results-oriented way. And in a lot of cases, at least in my opinion, the budget should be set based on the actual results and then work backwards from there. So if I can hand somebody $1 and they give me 10 back, I'm not going to have a fixed budget for that. I'm going to empty out my bank account and give them as many dollars as I have. So if we can get into a place with basically a profitable revenue positive advertising campaign with Amazon, in my opinion, the budget then should be dictated just purely based on maintaining that level of performance. So
no, exactly, agree. I look at it from an attribution standpoint. The day that marketers were able to attribute their investment and spend and correlate the two, that's when like the light went on and it's like, let's open up the floodgates on the budget here. Because now if I can, as an agency person, if I can demonstrate performance truthfully and transparently, then the marketer is just going to open up those budgets because that's their job, is to validate all these investments in marketing that they're making.
Absolutely.